for the ages, especially if you're 21 and over. On this week's Spotlight Music Series, we want to welcome Harold Mears, General and Artistic Director for the Charleston Opera Theater. Thank you for joining us. And it's considered one of the highest art forms. Charleston seems like a perfect fit. Tell us more about how your organization got started.
Yeah, it was founded on the principles that, like you said, Charleston deserves to have a substantial opera presence here. I mean, it's a very cultural city. It's an old city. I've been told many times, the first opera that was ever performed in the United States was performed here. So, it's a city rich in tradition, rich in history and culture. And so we in Charleston really deserve to have an entity here producing high-level opera, and that was the original goal. And it was founded on those principles of producing a world-class musical and artistic product, taking care of the things that make opera really special for Charleston. And then that all changed. We had dates set up in the theater to go produce, and then, of course, we know what happened. We had a global pandemic.
So then the vision companies such as an opera company survive?
Well, we have to be very creative. If you can't go inside into traditional venues to produce opera, because let's be honest, opera is an acoustical art form. Okay, when you go into the theater here to see an opera, you are not hearing something coming through a microphone and a speaker. It's an acoustic art form.
Absolutely.
So what do we have to do? Well, we had to go outside. We've had to start producing outside. So a couple of things that we've done is we started this community concert series, and we've done a bunch of free concerts all across the Charleston area, from Ion and out into subdivisions in Mount Pleasant and up in Somerville at Brown Family Park, and we sort of kicked it all off with a big event at Waterfront Memorial Park in Mount Pleasant on October 3rd. And that was an amazing evening, and tons of people came out. It was all socially distanced. Yeah, it was a really amazing event. So we've had to go outside, which means if it's outside, it has to be amplified.
Yes.
So the vision is still the same, but the immediate mission had to change. So we had to find a way to make live performance happen. And that has been our short-term goal is, look, we've got to get the artists back in front of the audience again.
I wanted to also ask you, though, a part of your program, so being that opera is one of the highest art forms, and it truly is because it melds together not only vocal talent, classical music, language, acting, it is the full experience. But maybe you could also talk to the programs that you have, the types of operas that you do put on. I would imagine all the classics.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, that's our goal, right? Is we want to bring the highest level opera experience to Charleston that we can, while being true to the soul of the art form. It's visceral. It is heightened emotion. It is the human emotion at its deepest level, coming literally from the inner soul of the performer. It's about conveying emotion. It's something that you feel. And for me, I really, really wanted to be a rock and roll singer.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, I wanted to be Steve Perry so bad, but my talent and my voice had other direction, shall we say, right? So I ended up following where the talent took me, and I ended up being an opera singer for the last 25 years. But the thing that I love about opera is kind of the same thing that grabs me about rock and roll. It's the heightened expression of it, that yes. It conveys emotion in a passionate way. Absolutely. And you can feel it in your body, even when it's soft and even when it's beautiful. There's a visceral nature that transcends everything and really pulls people in, immerses people.
I think you're speaking everyone's language when you say that. This is a perfect place to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about the event that you've got coming up at FIREFLY Distillery, and also for any hopeful opera singers out there, how they can learn more and possibly join your theater group. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. We've been chatting with Harold Mears, Artistic and General Director for the Charleston Opera Theater, and we've been talking about how opera is truly for everyone. It is the art form of the people, and I love the way you express that, and I love to know the fact that you wanted to be a rock and roll star, and you landed in opera. I mean, it's just amazing. One's path can change in such wonderful ways. But like you said, it is the art form of the people, and what better way to get to the hearts of Charlestonians than through their palate and their stomach when it comes to libations. We love our cocktails here in Charleston. So you're going to be putting on a performance at FIREFLY Distillery. Tell us more about this fun event.
Sure. Well, one of the things that in addition to sort of delivering opera in the traditional sense, that is a mission of the company, is to also to reach out into the community and do fun opera things to not only expand the audience, but to teach people about opera, expose them to opera in places that they normally wouldn't expect to see it. Now, FIREFLY Distillery has been having concerts there through their series and other people all through the late summer and early fall, but they haven't had any opera. So I mean, it's not a place that you would normally think. So we thought, well, what a fun opportunity this would be to go in. The distillery will be open, so you can go into the tasting room. So it's both adult and family friendly. So people can come and they can go to the tasting room, they can go to the bar, then they can come out onto the lawn. We've put together a program that has some opera classics in it, but also, again, to break down that stigma, we're doing a bunch of holiday favorites, some original arrangements that our music staff have come up with. And also we're going to have a special appearance by our good friend Lauren Hall, who's a Charleston native, and she's this budding young country country singer songwriter. Well. She's amazing. Yeah, and so we're delighted that she's going to join us for a number. So it's going to be sort of a cross-genre experience. It should be a lot of fun.
It sounds like a blast. Well, it's called Holiday Spirits. It's happening on Saturday, December 12th at 4 p.m. at FIREFLY Distillery, Park Circle. Ticket information will provide $20 for adults, $10 for the young ones. Free for 10 and under, which is great news as well. And finally, Harold, I want to leave with this. So anybody who's watching this who either sings in their church or they just have this beautiful voice that they want to express in myriad other ways, how do they find out more information on possibly joining your group?
Sure. Well, look, they can always reach out to us. Through our website. You can always contact us that way. We're always looking for, so we have this dichotomy. We have as international opera singers, right? We have these professional singers that we bring in from other places. Like we're doing some of that with FIREFLY. We're bringing in some people, of international caliber,
sure, of course.
for the program, right? But we're always looking for local talent too, because we have all of these community things and supporting role and ensemble things that we can do. So if you were a singer with a singing background and some training experience, and you'd like to get involved, we will find a way, some way or another, for you to be involved. We're not holding auditions yet per se. We will probably do that when it gets time for full productions to help round out our
good information. People can start practicing now.
Yeah.
They can start practicing now.
Blow the cobwebs out. Get yourself ready.
Right.
So
Exactly.
feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out to us at any time. Let us know you're around. Let us know you're interested. And anybody in general that might have a passion for the art form that would love to volunteer. We're always looking for people to help out.
Thank you so much, Harold. Sounds like a wonderful event. We'll share that information with our viewers. We're back after this.